The recipe we're gonna make today is Greek apple cake. The first thing you have to do is preheat the oven to, the recipe calls for 356 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's what I've done. Then you're gonna grease a 7-inch rounded baking dish. I'm gonna use a 9-inch dish because that's all I have, and we'll see how that goes. It'll probably be a bit thinner than what they originally intended. Another thing I want to point out is that the ingredients aren't used in order, which is what we usually have. So we're going to follow this recipe by reading through the instructions and using the ingredients as they call for. So the first step is to whisk egg whites together with a pinch of salt. So I have my 2 egg whites and my pinch of salt. And I'm going to use an electric mixer until stiff peaks form. All right, so I've whipped my egg whites until there's stiff peaks that have formed. So when I pull the beaters out, the peaks form and they don't fall back down. So now using a rubber spatula, I'm gonna add in all of the other ingredients slowly. So the first one is 8 tablespoons of sugar. The next ingredient is 6 tablespoons of melted butter that's cooled down. The 2 egg yolks. The 4 tablespoons of milk, the 8.5 tablespoons of flour, the 1 teaspoon of baking powder, the 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and the 1 teaspoon of cocoa. Now that I've combined that together, we're gonna add that to the baking dish. First, we're gonna put 1/3 of the batter into the cake pan. And then I'm gonna place my apple slices, or some of them, in a layer on this 1/3. I'm gonna pour the next 1/3 of a layer of the cake batter on top of this. Because my cake pan's a little bigger than the 7 inches, I ended up putting half of my batter, then apples, and then I'm gonna put the other half on top. And now I'm gonna put it in the oven for 26 minutes. This is what it looked like when it was done. I hope you enjoy it.